What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Q, Quinte, or Quintessential. Whatever you know me as the host of BLK Talk. Guess what? We have an exciting show for you today, so sit back, tune in, and join the conversation. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite host of BLK Talk, Q, Quinte, Quintessential, whatever it is you want to call me. Thank you guys for tuning in again for another amazing episode of BLK Talk. Season 1, episode blah, 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 blah. We're here with one of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Ricoh Seymour. What's going on, sir? How are you?
Hey, what's going on? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to need you to give me this energy that I get in the morning, in the noon, and in the night. You can give it to me later. But, so look.
All right, I got you.
All right. So like I said, guys, this is one of my favorite people in the world. Like, this guy is like a brother, but he's not a brother. He's a cousin. Like, legit family members. Y'all know out there I have like a lot of family members. And this is one of the relationships that I absolutely treasure. This guy is one of the most motivated, hustling ass people that I know. And I felt like it was only right that I do an interview with this guy because he is doing some amazing things. So look, man, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about who you are.
All right. So my name is Ricoh. This is my cousin right here, and I am a automotive I should say. So I do a lot of customizations for vehicles, meaning window tint, auto paint, caliber paint. You name it. If it comes to a car, we pretty much do it. Mechanical work and all of the above.
So, and FYI, guys, he's located in Columbus, Ohio. However, if that dollar is right, he will travel. I'm not sure if you guys had the opportunity to see formerly Diane, but now she's Dirty Diana. She was reborn as Dirty Diana after Unique Automotive and Customs came to Atlanta and just brought my vision for this car to life. So, like I said, if the dollar is right, he will absolutely travel. So,
definitely.
How did you get into like car customization and cars in general? Like, when did you know you had a love and a passion for the fine automobile?
So my mom is to blame for that one because growing up, she always was into. So it started with keeping her car clean. So she just was always into making sure her car was clean. You couldn't eat in her car, none of the above. So her taking pride in her car like that. And then when it came to her being able to have more money to buy cars and customize them, I just started seeing that. And it just was one of those things that made me get into it as well. So as a young kid, I was into it.
Hold on, you was customizing the mommy mobile?
Definitely customizing the mommy mobile.
What did that look like though? Like, what did she drive? A wagon, a van?
No,
like, what did you do?
No, so my mom never had a mommy mobile, but it was the mom's car. But my mom was always, flying hit, you know what I'm saying? But it was her car, and I just made sure I helped keep her car clean and tire shine and armor all. That's where it started, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that her car looked fly. So when that was time for me to drive with a permit, I had to make sure her car was clean so I looked fly driving her car. Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, when you were younger, though, and, you was going out cleaning your mom's car, making sure it was good. Like, I don't know if you were like me growing up, but did you get excited to do simple stuff like turn the car on? Like, oh, man, give me the key so I go start the car up. Like, that made you feel like you was doing something important.
Turn it on. I was backing it up. We talking about 12 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna just back it up real quick because I can't clean it in the garage. So I gotta back it up. So in and out the garage was a big deal.
So you started doing that around like 11, 12. So
I'm gonna say what 11, 12, yeah.
Now, we've all kind of done it before. I mean, we're grown now. We can admit it. These are conversations that most of us can actually have with our parents. So what was that age that mom was kind of asleep or she was gone, them keys was there, and you decided,
you can stop right now. 14.
Okay.
14. Yeah, yep, 14. Them keys was mine.
I mean, tell us the experience. Bring us into that experience.
So actually, what's crazy is I didn't even really have to. So my mom's car, I would take like and drive around the block. You know what I'm saying, vacuuming out. But I didn't. I had my first car at 14, so I didn't really have to take a car.
I did too.
Yeah. So my dad told me though, he was like, "Look, if you get caught driving it, I'm gonna tell him you stole it." But
Dirty
yeah,
dog.
yeah. But he was like, "Look, it's your car, it's your keys. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be driving. If you want to take that chance to protect me, that's what I'm gonna say." But yeah, so I didn't really have to take a car because I kind of had my own. But my mom's
Mm,
car was the first car I kind of got to really like just joyride in and have that freedom that I wanted to take
okay.
a joyride in. My dad's cars was kind of like putt-putting. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Mine was too. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
they
So,
always smelled like garage gas, and
yeah.
attic or something like that. Like, hey, Pop, I love you, and I appreciate every single one of them cars you had. Because without those cars, I wouldn't learn how to drive or get to where I
Nah,
needed to.
really.
So I
Yeah.
appreciate those moments. But yeah, them
Definitely.
cars used to
Yeah.
be funky. But I
Yeah.
think for me though, I remember taking my parents' car. I don't remember that, but I do remember I was like 14 too, and my father had a Ford Bronco too. It was a 1986. I
Okay.
remember this
Yeah.
car. Like me and my friends, I remember one Friday, like the car, it was my father's stuff. So it had multiple different colored panels and stuff like that. So I remember me and my
Yep.
friends that went to the dollar store on a Friday, the actual Dollar Tree,
Mm.
before they started charging
Yeah.
that extra quarter. We'll talk about that later. But and I remember we got 8 cans of black spray paint from the Dollar Tree, took it back to
Uh-oh.
the house and spray painted the entire Bronco. So my truck was black, and I mean it was cool. Like that little dollar paint held up in
Woo.
the weather or whatever. But I remember it was a snowy day, and I wanted to go pick my sister up from school. My parents
Yeah.
weren't home; they weren't going to be home for a couple hours. So I went outside. I took the key. Well, I had the key. I took the car, drove it up to my sister's school. Was able to go pick her and her friend up. Drove back to the house, and as soon as I turned down the street, the wheel fell off
Mm.
in the snow. I'm scared as hell. Like first thing I'm thinking,
Woo.
like, what did
Yeah,
I
yeah,
break? And my father is gonna know that something happened. Well,
Nah,
didn't
exactly.
know
Yep.
that his ass is the one that actually loosened the lugs on purpose.
Oh.
And he got me. And he got me. But it
You
wasn't
was caught.
until maybe no, I wasn't. I got down the
Ah.
street. I got back. I did tell him though, because of course the snow tire tracks or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
I told him that I was just trying to let it warm up, and I pulled it up and pulled it back. But he
yeah.
never,
Okay.
until maybe 5 years, 10 years later, something like that, when I was an adult and I was out of his house, I actually told him, "Look, yeah, I did take the car to go pick Shantae up, and this is what happened." But
Oh
anyway,
yeah. We
thank
had
you
them
guys for
moments.
listening to my story. Right. And but today is not about me. It's about this amazing man here. So we got Unique Automotive and Custom. So from the age of 14, you knew for sure that you were interested in cars and things like that. And of course, we go through life and we experience different things. But
I
at the age you're at
yeah.
now, what brought you back around and say, you know what? I
So
want to
I would
try
say
and fly, and I want other people to drive just as fly as I do.
honestly I would say it was before then, and it came with Hot Wheels. So I'm gonna say as a little kid, because Hot
What?
Wheels so window tinting obviously is my specialty and it's my main, saying my main focus. And when I had Hot Wheels, I used to take permanent markers and color all of the Hot Wheel windows in. You see what I'm saying? And that, yeah. So because all of the Hot Wheels, I'm like, you can see straight through them. So I would take permanent marker and do that. But as time went on, society tells you like you got to go to school, you got to do this, you got to do that. So I kind of lost focus of that. But I used to always still put the pride into my own cars. You see what I'm saying? But it didn't come until after years and years of working. Like this is not what I want. I don't enjoy this, and I kind of redirected my energy back towards what it is I love to do. So now when I do it, seeing people's reaction to their car looking different than what it was when they dropped it off,
Mhm.
that's what help keeps motivating me to go more, just to go harder. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to exceed myself every time. I want to see that reaction out of everybody that picks their car up, and it's just
So
better than put. Oh, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, and that for me is better than working a job. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I was going to work, obviously, and I was going for a paycheck. But for me to do
Mm-hmm.
something and see someone else happy and that excitement is just like, wow, like this made that person that excited. You know what I'm saying? And it's a great feeling at the end of the day.
So that would be a part of your like. Do you feel like that is a part of your passion, purpose? Like, Do you feel that?
I'm a I'm gonna say both. So I'm gonna say it's definitely a passion for sure, and I say purpose because I feel my purpose is to reach different people in different ways. And with
Mm-hmm.
me doing this, I have the opportunity to communicate with all type of people that I probably wouldn't have before. You see what I'm saying? Because we
Mm-hmm.
all are stuck in our own lane, and we're uncomfortable sometimes to mingle and talk to different people. So
Yeah.
this kind of forces you to do that, and you don't realize how much you have in common with other people. So it's both, honestly. It's a passion and you know what I'm saying, just a gift and all of the above, honestly.
So, like, low key, like your purpose is to bring joy, smiles, and things like that to people's face. Like, did you always feel like, because I've seen you out, I've seen you interacting, and you definitely have a very big personality. So, did you always feel like you were a people person?
Y'all hit me right here. So, not yet, right?
Huh?
I said makeup. I need y'all makeup. Hit me. Not yet. Wardrobe.
So,
Wardrobe. Come on. Like,
funny thing, I started recording. Sorry. Gotcha. So, guys, we
speaking into
appreciate.
existence.
We had a little technical difficulties, but we are back, hopefully stronger than ever, and we're gonna finish up this amazing conversation. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, I am back with my cousin Ricoh Seymour of Columbus, Ohio, of Unique Automotive and
Hey.
Custom. This man
Drum
has
roll,
been
please.
customizing the car for years. We've been getting into his love for automobiles, his love for people. That's, as a matter of fact, that's what I think we were talking about. When did you like discover that you like, were you always a people person?
Always, yes. But I didn't notice it. My dad used to always tell me my dad thought I was gonna be a pastor, which
What?
that may still
What?
happen. I don't know. I'll never knock it, but that's what he thought, just the way that I was that people gathered towards me, you know what I'm saying, in the way I was able to help people and all of that. But yeah, so once he started telling me that, when you're younger, you still trying to find your way. You don't hear it that much. But as I got older, I'm like, oh, you realize like people really do
Yeah.
like come to me. So, but I think this is my way of really like reaching people and talking to people. Cause I mean, just when I do people's windows, you have people that stay, people that don't, and you kind of just get to communicate with when the people do stay. It's like they stay for a reason because you really get to talk to them, communicate with them, and they opened up about things you surprised that they opened up about, but it's cool they did because it helps you, and then you're able to help them as well. So
So when it comes to like your father putting that on your life, like, son, I feel like you're gonna be a preacher. And although you're not a preacher in the sense of, coming to church on Sunday, I'm speaking on a pulpit and I'm speaking about the goodness of the Lord.
yeah,
Do you really think, like, when you like break it down, you're somebody that influences people, you're somebody that motivates, encourages, puts a smile on people's face? Like, do you kind of see now as you sit back and get older, like what he actually saw in you?
I do now. But before I'm like, you tripping? Like, what are you talking about? Why would you say this? Like, can I be a kid? Like,
Right.
dang, on. Now you making me second guess everything I do. But no, honestly, yeah, I do now. And it all makes sense now, So with him doing that, I'm happy he did because I always had that in the back of my mind. So it kind of made me second guess decisions that I made,
Mm-hmm.
which helped make me to just go kind of a better path than the way that I could have been. So yeah, it all worked out the way it was supposed to work out, and I'm happy the way that I'm reaching people in the manner that I'm supposed to now. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah, and
So
even family. So
so look, and you're absolutely right, because like I tell y'all, me and this guy, I talk to him more than my mother. Hey, Ma, I love you. I love you. But like we talk on the way to work,
Oh
it's
yeah.
in conversation,
Nah,
throughout the
definitely.
day and the evening and stuff like that. And you are, how can I put it? Over the course of the time that we've gotten to know each other, because I didn't meet him until I was grown, but I knew about him when I was hell still an adult, but
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
developed a relationship over these last couple of years, and it's gotten really tight. And a lot of the decisions that I've made, a lot of the, sometimes you want an event and things like that, it's been with you. And I thank your father for putting that in your head and in your life, because you became that person, and you're that
Appreciate it.
person for me. So
Appreciate
I
that.
appreciate that. Just
Hey.
want to let you know that, and let the world know that I'm letting you know real quick
Okay,
that
yeah.
I
Nah,
appreciate
and I
that.
appreciate you letting me be able to use what I am, you know what I'm saying? My
Yep,
abilities.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
So look, we're in June. It is Black Music Month. Is Men's Health Month. Father's Day is coming up. Juneteenth is coming up. So you've mentioned your father quite a few times throughout the conversation.
Oh
And
yeah.
as we know, in the Black community, they always say that fathers are always noticeably absent in their children's lives.
Mm-hmm. No,
But
definitely.
clearly, from conversations we had, and from what you shared with us today, your father has been very active and present in your life, um, help
Definitely.
for all of your years. So how do you think that relationship that you have with your father actually impacted who the man that you are today?
Oh man, tremendously. Like him, me learning from him, you know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of parts of him, but I also have me as well because I'm my own
Mm,
man. But him just instilling in me all of the traits that he knew, and then I take it with what I learned. It was needed, honestly. And then I stayed with my mom up until third grade.
mm,
But she realized, like, okay, I can't raise you to be a man. And then
mm,
my dad was always there the whole time, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, have him come stay with me, which my mom stayed in Dayton, Ohio. My dad stayed in Columbus. So I'm sure it wasn't easy for my mom at all, but she made the necessary decision, and it worked out, in my opinion, to be, you know what I'm saying, to be the best decision there was. Me and my mom's relationship is great. It never failed, never, you know what I'm saying? We never lost communication, anything like that. And it worked on both ends. But my dad helped out, like that was needed. You know what I'm saying? So I think what he gave me, I can give to others. And even like now, like with kids, that's why I love doing what I'm doing. So hopefully I can offer community service, you know what I'm saying, to kids that maybe don't have that, and be able to be that person in their life, and things like that, man. So I just want to keep growing and be able to offer that to the community, and be that guy to people that don't have it, and then for people that aren't able to find work, hopefully I can offer something to them as well.
Oh damn! So you out here trying to do some big things. Now you letting me in on some shit I ain't even heard about in these
Nah,
many
yeah.
conversations. Damn, we trying to start a nonprofit, be a part of the community. So I
I
mean
just want
that's
to help
good. But
people,
even
man. Yeah.
as an adult though, as a man right now today, the relationship that you have with your father, like how tight is it? And you know, tell us about that. The
It's
current
tight. It matters. Let's just say that. If I don't call my dad every day, matter of fact, let's say this. If I don't call my dad one day,
the
he's
shirt.
gonna call me the next day and say, you all right? I ain't heard from you yesterday. So it matters, honestly.
That's where you get it from.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ah, see, it's
It
all
matters,
starting
you
to
know what I'm
make
saying?
sense now.
Yeah, yeah, it
So,
matters. So
God, Black fatherhood matters,
it
relationships with
does.
kids matter. So, your father was there for you, and now you have the opportunity to raise two Black boys who will be Black men. Like,
Oh
how
yeah.
important is that relationship? Are those relationships to you?
So it's very important. But the difference now is I feel my dad is rough. Let's just put it that way. So
Mm,
the older generation is like, oh, don't show no emotion, this and that. Which I'm saying is cool because it raised me to be who I am. But I want to make sure with my kids, I want to show them everything my dad showed me, but let them also know that they can show emotion and get that out. So, you know what I'm saying? That just let them know that they can come to me about everything pretty much. Which
Yeah.
I didn't feel I didn't have that with my dad, but I feel I had to always have that tough skin, macho man type thing. But I want my kids to know, like, yo, if you gotta cry, cry. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm trying to learn. And that's the only thing, the difference that I'm trying to make sure that I can instill into my kids, which is hard because I still got
Yeah.
my dad in me. So it's
Yeah.
like, yo, like what you crying for? You know what I'm saying? But it with time it'll come.
And how are they joining? Like, are they? Is this going to be a family business? Is this going to be like some Sanford and Son,
Hey man,
Unique
you know it.
Automotive and
You know it.
Sons? Like, how is that going to be?
I hope so. Let's just say that. They be with me working right now. So we'll see as time goes on.
I
They're
mean,
6 and 2, so
now
we'll
what I
see.
want to know is are they more so of the helper? Are they, Daddy, just give me your phone and I'll sit here and watch? Do they want to help sweep? Do they
So
like
my
what is that like?
so my oldest, he is a more coming, Dad, you okay? You know what I'm saying? He's a check on you type. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is okay. And my
Mm-hmm.
youngest is more of he trying to take the squeegee intent right now. He trying to he say, Dad, why? He'd take the spray bottle, try to spray the window and start tinting right now. Yeah, and my oldest, he more of a make sure you're okay. Do you need assistance? If so, then I'll help you. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, they're both pretty much definitely in tune with what's going on and hands on, but I hope it continues to be that way. We shall see. But I'm definitely gonna make sure they're very much so involved and see everything that's going on. And hopefully I can build something for them so that they don't have to go work for somebody else. And if it's not something that they want to do, at least I built the pathway for them to see how
Mm-hmm.
running the business works, and then they can go into their own ventures or whatever it is that their passion is.
See, boom. And that's what I was about to ask right there. Now,
Yeah.
oftentimes parents have ideas of where they want their children to go. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want you to be a doctor. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. But
Yeah.
it's very rare until that child is older and becomes the adult that parents actually sit there and listen to what their children are saying about health, anything, truth be told.
Yeah.
But for you, how important is it to allow your children to be who they are, to nurture whatever, talent, skills, passions that they may show? How important is that as a father to, and as a parent and as a black
Yeah.
man to nurture,
Oh yeah.
nurture all of those?
Very important. That's why I said I want to be able to let them express themselves because I don't want them to do anything that they don't want to do. You see what I'm saying? But I'm also going to introduce them to it. So like with my oldest, I want him to try tennis, baseball, every sport, no
Fishing.
matter. Yeah, yeah, all of that. I mean,
Because he goes
everything.
fishing. He ain't took me fishing yet, but it's all
I got
right.
you. Let's go. We good. I got you. But honestly, everything. I want him to be able to find out what it is he enjoys and what he doesn't enjoy. And if
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I don't like, I can't like knock him for wanting to do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I have to be cautious of to make sure that I don't downplay anything that he likes to make him feel uncomfortable and deter him from wanting to do it. But no, I'm here, man. I want to expose him to everything. There's no limits to what it is you want to do.
See,
So I
y'all
just got to
heard
make
that.
sure that I continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my goal, just to make sure that I let them be the best that they want to be and who they want to be.
See, I love it. Now, speaking of no limits to what you want to do, be accomplished, see. Now, we've talked about the automotive side of Ricoh and
Hmm.
how important that part is to you, but
Yeah.
this man does everything. All right, this man can build decks. This man will come and redo your bathroom. Like, when did you know, like, that creativity, that hands on? Like, when did you know that was like a part of you?
That's Papa Seymour. That's what
Oh,
my dad did. My dad was
right.
hands on. But to answer your question, what made me know that is when I seen him not paying all these other people to do work that he can do.
Mm.
So when
Okay.
you can keep that money in house, that gives you more money to do what it is you want to do. You see what I'm saying? So me seeing that, I'm like, okay, I watch him do all this stuff, and I'm like, if I see a job, I'm like, I can do that. Why would I pay somebody to do that, and I can do that, and then we can use this money on the family vacation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Or
that's
you
what
could buy
really,
the car, get you some shoes.
Yeah, I need a couple cars, couple trees. You know what I'm saying? But no, honestly, that's really what helped because that keeps the money for you or
Mhm.
whatever it is you want to do. And I actually went to school for what you call it, basic construction, which teaches you all of the basics: electrical, roofing,
Oh, wow.
framing, carpentry. It kind of teaches you all that stuff. So what my dad taught me, and then the schooling, it just kind of helped. Now I'm not saying I'm a pro at it, but I
But you
definitely
don't
know
have
the
to worry
basics.
about paying anybody else for
No,
what you can
yeah,
do. So
I know the fundamentals.
I promise you, man, we need like 10 of you
Yeah,
right now
no.
in this world, in this family. I need to borrow 10 of y'all because I got some things that need to happen to a car. I got my grandmother's house. I want some stuff done. We need more of you.
Yeah. My boys is on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm training them up
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. So look, how important, like I don't know if you've ever seen Precious, but the movie Precious with Monique and Gabby and stuff like that. But there's a line in there that Sherry Shepherd says when Precious comes to the school, and it's the each one teach one. Now you've benefited from somebody having some knowledge and somebody sharing that knowledge with you, and that's helped you in your endeavors currently.
Definitely.
You are sharing that knowledge that you have learn from somebody else, you're sharing with somebody else so that they too can be great at what it is they do and they can share that knowledge with somebody else. How important do you feel like that phrase is, each one teach one?
Very important. Very important. But you can try that. Some people you're gonna reach and some people you're not. Some people want it, some people don't. But long as I try, that's what I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying? Long as I try to put that into you or help you in any
Mm-hmm.
way that I could, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Either you take it or you don't. You run with it or you don't. But at least I can say that I tried to reach out to that person to help that person. So I think it's very important though, and honestly, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 years from now, the year is 2032.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at with business? What new endeavors are you getting into?
So definitely I want 3 locations. I'm gonna say Columbus, Ohio.
Are you going to build them all yourself?
That's the goal. Because I want to own the land and the property itself. So I want Atlanta, Georgia, where my cousin is at, Columbus, Ohio, and Houston, Texas, because the South is definitely big in the auto,
Why Andre
industry.
3000 said the South got something to say?
Definitely. Y'all love some cars, you know what I'm
We,
saying? But yeah, so definitely, I want 3 locations, and I want to venture off into like strip malls.
okay.
Yeah, I want a couple of strip malls and the vending machine. I own a couple of vending machines right now, so if I can get a few more of those in the same areas, you know what I'm saying, where my businesses will be located, which would be great. So that's the goal.
So
And
diversifying your portfolio, not making money from one endeavor.
definitely
Where did you
multiple
learn that?
streams.
Where did you learn that?
Both of my parents, because they have done that all my life. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing about with my parents and me now is you got to get used to the new wave. You know what I'm saying? They're so old school. Use your own money and this and that. So you kind of got to know now how to just work with what is given to you or what people have to offer you pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but
So
that yeah.
what do you feel like the best advice you've ever received in your life that you kind of live your life by these days?
Mm.
Water break.
Yeah, hey, that's a good question. The best advice is be who I am pretty much. Meaning be who I am as far as reaching people, you know what I'm saying, doing what it is I love and just making sure that I'm happy and now that my family is happy. You see what I'm saying? So being the best that I am and me being the best that I am, I can offer all those things to other people.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
being me, yeah, being me, living
Simple
my
enough.
truth. Yeah,
So
yep.
look though, for those young black men out there who are, how can I say, becoming products of their environment or fearing that they may become a product of their environment, but they have so many goals and aspirations of things that they want to do, but they just don't know how to get there because they don't have the right people or the encouragement. What is something that you would say to them to help them get to that next level?
Hey, just don't give up. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's crazy that you say that. I just had a young dude come to me to get his windows tinted. He's 16 years old. And his parents reached out to me. So he bought his car to me. He plays football, obviously in high school. And I told him, I was like, just keep it up. You know what I'm saying? I just had a cousin go to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He went to all the football camps. He just went to college. He did what he was supposed to do. So I told him, like, just stick with it, man. Like, things are going to get hard. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be ups and downs, which is going to come with life no matter how old you are or whatever you have going. Even if things are at the top and the up and up, it's going to always be something that can go wrong. It may be small, but it may be big, but it just don't give up. Fight through it and just remember your ultimate goal at the end of the day and just keep going. Easier said than done, but
it is.
If you have that strength to keep going and you remember what's in your, you know what I'm saying, your lane, your visions, just keep pushing. Just remember what your end goal is all I can say.
Okay. See, yeah, you just kind of spoke to me because I have a lot of things that I want to do, but you got to focus on some things and focus on that vision and get to where you got to go.
No, definitely. And I had that all the time too, man. But I sit down, I do my pros and cons list, you know what I'm saying? I do my vision boards and I just always remember the end goal, you know? So when you go back and you reflect back on what it is that you had in mind, it kind of helps redirect you back on path, you know what I'm saying? So oh yeah.
For the encouragement, Ricoh Angelou in this thing.
Let's go now.
Look, I absolutely appreciate you for having this conversation because look, if it is one thing I know about this man is always working on a damn car. So for us to get him at this moment for as long as we have him sitting right there, he ain't outside tenting me at, you know, like I absolutely appreciate it. And I wish you much success in your business and in any business that you get into in life and anything you want. I wish you much success. And I'll be right there along this journey. So tell the people, social media, any links, websites, or anything, how they can keep you booked.
All right. So for Instagram, it's going to be Unique Auto, which is UNQ Auto _custom. Facebook is Ricoh Seymour, which is CMORE. And I'm working on more websites right now, but you can get to me on those two for sure.
You need me to help you do your website?
Yeah, no, but no,
no, I got
definitely.
you.
I do.
You gonna have to come tint another one of my cars or something. Damn, I don't have no more cars for you to tint yet.
No,
see how they do.
Nah, I got you, but no, definitely, I appreciate you as well, and you know, get me out of my comfort zone, man, because I'm stuck in my ways, as I said. So venturing off and being open to other things is a huge step for me, and I wish you the best as well, always.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And guys, thank you guys for tuning in again to BLK Talk. We'll be back next week. Amazing guest, another amazing conversation. Thank you guys for continuing to support any and everything I have decided to do. And thank you guys for supporting anybody who has come on this platform. So guess what? I hit you later. We have to eat and we got to get on phones. We got a conversation to have. So
hey, let's go. See y'all. Hey.